Unfortunately, errors can occur when working with StoreKit. If you went through the previous demo and nothing appeared on screen, then you most definitely ran into some kind of issue. This episode will help you work through some of the most common ones. First of all, you must have a paid Apple developer account. In the next episode, I'll show you how to locally display purchases, but if you're looking to fetch them from Apple servers, you need to upgrade your account. Next, does your app's bundle ID match the app ID that you created in Apple's Developer Center? If the IDs are even slightly different, then StoreKit will not return any products. This is the first place that you should check. If you are using the correct bundle ID, then are you using the correct reference identifiers for each of the products? Remember, you must query StoreKit with those exact reference names. If you opted to just put the names in App Store Connect and queried for those names, adding the complete bundle identifier, then you'll get nothing back. You must add whatever you put in App Store Connect. Just copy from App Store Connect and paste it into your code. The next issue may have something to do with contracts. Did you just accept all the contracts? For me, I had to set up my banking information, my tax status, and add contacts. Once you do that, it can take hours up to days for that to take effect. Until the contracts are fully processed, you won't be able to receive products back from StoreKit. So if you just accepted the contracts and continued with this course, you may have to wait up to a day or two before you can proceed. Next, did you enable in-app purchase in your Products Capabilities tab? Also, have all the purchases on App Store Connect been set to Cleared for Sale? If you receive the warning Missing Metadata, you'll still be able to fetch products, though you may run into issues with the actual app review. If all those are okay, then you can try deleting and reinstalling the app if you're having problems outside of a SwiftUI preview. Finally, make sure to check out Apple's developer system status. This will let you know if they're having any problems. If those aren't working, well, you won't be able to get back products.